Now on NBC Palm Springs at 11 o'clock, Cathedral City Police respond to a shooting that left one person dead. What they're investigating coming up. Also, for the first time, a mugshot of the suspect in Tina Tivar's murder has been released. The latest details coming up. And local students crafting their art skills to celebrate Palm Springs Style and Modernism Week. We'll show you the story coming up.
It is cool and very windy right now, and rain is heading our way. I'll let you know when. NBC Palm Springs at 11 begins now.
Now, connecting the valley, this is NBC Palm Springs at 11.
Good evening, everybody. It's great to have you here on this Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Mark Mester. A deadly shooting in Cathedral City is now under investigation. It's tonight's top story. Officers responded around 11:17 a.m. to the 30,000 block of San Gabriel Circle after a 911 caller reported gunfire. When they arrived, they found a man suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. Despite life-saving efforts from fire and EMS crews, the victim was pronounced dead at the scene. Detectives with the Cathedral City Police Department say the man was confronted by several unknown suspects in a black Dodge Durango. After a brief exchange of words, shots were fired. The victim's name has not yet been released, and the investigation remains ongoing. Anyone with information is encouraged to contact the number right there at the bottom part of your screen. New developments coming in from the Imperial County Sheriff's Department after the death of Tina Tivar. The Sheriff's Department has released a booking photo of the suspect, 51-year-old Abraham Feinblum. He was arrested on Friday at his home on Harlequin Court in Salton City following the disappearance of the 17-year-old, whose remains were found in the same town. Feinblum currently faces 2 charges, one of them being a murder charge, and he's being held without bail. The story is developing, and we'll have more information as it continues to come into our newsroom. A woman who went missing last year in Indio has been located. 78-year-old Laura Ann Brown was the subject of a silver alert after she was last seen near Jefferson Street and Avenue 48 back in November. The California Highway Patrol says the alert has now been deactivated, confirming Brown has been found. No other details have been made available. A 17-year-old suspected of crashing a vehicle into an Indio Police Patrol unit and then fleeing on foot was arrested today following a brief pursuit. Officers responded around 9:45 this morning to a report of a disturbance off of Dahlia Avenue, according to Indio Police Department officials. When officers arrived, they contacted an individual inside a Honda Accord. The suspect allegedly backed their vehicle into a patrol car before fleeing on foot. A full pursuit followed, ending when the teen was taken into custody. No injuries were reported, and the investigation remains ongoing. Let's take a break from the headlines, get a check on the forecast. We have live pictures right now from our Agua Caliente casino camera high above right there in downtown Palm Springs, I should say. Pablo Alsina is standing by. Pablo, we're expecting some rain, and we're dealing with some heavy wind tonight, right?
Big time. You can see it in that live shot right there. It's very windy, obviously windier in the mountain regions, but here in the Coachella Valley, very windy at the moment. 58 degrees, also nice and cool. Humidity just at 40%. Winds for us 20 miles per hour. And if you look at the future precipitation, around 1 in the morning, all the rain's going to start coming in all through Wednesday, 5, 6, 7 in the morning, all through the night. We should be getting some showers our way. Temperatures 58 degrees in Palm Springs. That's going to cool down some, but look at the winds. 38 mile per hour winds in Palm Springs, 24 miles per hour in Whitewater. And our 3-day comfort air forecast. Wednesday, yep, we're expecting rain. Thursday, not so much, and by Friday it should clear up. But I'll be back in a bit to talk more on the rain.
All right, thanks to Pablo for that. Turning to more local headlines this evening. To celebrate Modernism Week, St. Teresa Catholic School in Palm Springs held their own event. Students showcased works of art that embody the essence of what Palm Springs is today. Our Brett Rosen was there and has that story.
Palm Springs Modernism Week took a pit stop here at St. Teresa. Officials telling me they hope that this project would spark the next generation of young architects. It's a 6th grade project that's more hands-on than most, building housing models that embodies the modernism in Palm Springs. This project at St. Teresa's Catholic School has always coincided with Palm Springs Modernism Week, and during class, students would learn by taking field trips and listening to presentations from the family members themselves, from this year's themed architect, Donald Wexler, someone who has buildings crafted by him all over Palm Springs. Students saying this has inspired themselves to look into becoming an architect.
It was the first time ever to make a project, so it was fun to learn how to do it and do it when I get older.
And for parents like John Graciano, the most exciting part was to see their child be more hands-on with their own learning.
He really enjoys building small things. He's always, since he was a baby, that's what attracts him.
Now, this project has been going on for 14 years at St. Teresa's. In that time, plenty of students going on to being architects themselves. Teachers telling me seeing the students so passionate about this project is what warms his heart.
I've been totally surprised at how awesome they turn out, how every single student shows his or her personality in what they do, and I think that's amazing. It's such a growth potential for them.
Now, if you missed today's showcase, don't worry, there'll be another that'll be this Thursday from 1 to 3 p.m. Here in Palm Springs, I'm Brett Rosen, NBC Palm Springs.
All right, our thanks to Brett for that. Desert Hot Springs is inviting residents to help shape the future of local transportation. An active transportation plan update workshop will be held February 26th from 5 to 7 p.m. at City Hall. The drop-in open house gives community members a chance to review proposed bicycle and pedestrian networks, ask questions, and share ideas to improve safety and connectivity citywide. The workshop will take place in the council chambers on Palm Drive. Residents can stop by anytime during the 2-hour event. Palm Springs has announced the completion of a new wind wall along North Genotry Trail, a project aimed at improving safety for drivers in an area long plagued by blowing sand and poor visibility. Our Antonio Marquez has that story.
This is the wind wall that's more than 500 feet long and will face its first storm this week.
The brick wall stretches approximately 590 feet and cost nearly $2.2 million. It was designed to reduce sand blowing onto the roadway, improving visibility, and help keep the road open during high winds, a persistent safety issue for drivers in the area.
There's been attempts to block the sand with some, structures, wood structures, but the real intent of this project is to alleviate some of the sand buildup on Genotry. It doesn't remove it completely, it doesn't stop it completely, but it does change the actual pattern of sand deposition on Genotry.
Strong gusts of winds have caused low visibility, temporary closures, and even accidents. Officials hope the new wall will help reduce these incidents and make travel safer for everyone.
8 inches wide. At its highest, it's about 14 feet high. And the length is around 600 feet. So it starts essentially right after the guardrails of the bridge, and then it goes about 600 feet into southbound on Genotry Trail.
Already, the wall is facing its first major test this week as the storm brings in rain and strong winds to the Coachella Valley.
Up where the wind is significant, the entire road closes down. So in this particular area, we were trying to improve the driver experience as you come off the bridge going southbound.
And just as a reminder, please be cautious when driving down Genotry. Antonio Marquez, NBC Palm Springs.
All right, thanks to Antonio for that. Coming up next here on this Tuesday, our Tim O'Brien takes us back to Big Bear Mountain Resort for some more activities before the closeout of the Winter Olympic Games. Also tonight, a Firebirds forward has been suspended. We'll tell you for how long and why. That's coming up. And Crypto Fits dives into the world of NFTs in this week's Crypto segment. That's right after this commercial break. We'll be right back.
to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 11.
While many fitness journeys focus on physical appearance, one Palm Desert woman is redefining what transformation really means. Our Caitlin Kelly tonight with that story.
That push!
When Jean first walked into Desert Fitness Collective, she had one goal. She was tired of being treated like she was old. Now, at 96, she's proving strength has no expiration date. Inside this senior-focused strength studio in Palm Desert, Jean trains with intention.
Breathe in on the way down. And out. Good.
Movements designed to protect her independence. For her, transformation isn't about appearance. It's about staying mobile and continuing to live life on her own terms. And she says the reason she walked through those gym doors wasn't about fitness, but rather about preserving the strength she needs to live life independently.
And I said, well, I can't pick up that 20 bag of fertilizer I need to work in the yard. And she said, yes, I can help you with that. And so well, if she can help me with that, okay, here I am. What do we do?
Months later, the woman who once struggled with 20 pounds was deadlifting more than 150 pounds. A photo of Jean lifting that weight went viral, with some people even claiming it had to be photoshopped. Her trainer Cheryl says she often hears people say it's too late to start strength training.
It's never too late. Never. I have several people in their 80s that started that have never done anything in their entire life who now you would shake your head in wonder.
I've met people 50 and 60 years old that have given up. And that's wrong. That's wrong. There's too much to live for. There's too much to do.
With NBC Palm Springs, I'm Caitlin Kelly.
Turning to some local health news this evening, the first mosquito-borne virus of 2026 has been detected in the Coachella Valley. The Coachella Valley Mosquito and Vector Control District says a mosquito sample collected near Avenue 72 and Garfield Street in North Shore tested positive for St. Louis encephalitis virus. No human cases have been reported. The virus spreads through mosquito bites after the insects feed on infected birds. Most people have no symptoms, but some may develop fever, headaches, or even body aches. Residents are urged to dump standing water weekly, maintain pools and drains, and use insect repellent. With cryptocurrency in the headlines, we're taking a look tonight at some of the key terms, like non-fungible tokens. Here's more.
The Crypto Fits Daily Update with Jimmy Fitz.
Download the free Crypto Fits app on Google Play and the Apple App Store. As we go down the crypto glossary, what is a non-fungible token? NFT. NFTs, or non-fungible tokens, are a special kind of crypto asset in which each token is unique, as opposed to fungible assets like Bitcoin and dollar bills, which are all worth exactly the same amount. Because every NFT is unique, they can be used to authenticate ownership of digital assets like artworks, recordings, and virtual real estate or pets. You can think of NFTs as being kind of like certificates of authenticity for digital artifacts. They're currently being used to sell a huge range of virtual collectibles. Download the free Crypto Fits app on Google Play and the Apple App Store.
Thanks to Crypto Fits for that. Live pictures tonight from our Agua Caliente Casino camera high above right there in Rancho Mirage. Pablo Alsina standing by with our forecast. That's right after this commercial break. We'll be right back.
Happy Tuesday night. I'm Pablo Alcina, and look how windy it is. Those palm trees completely folding in the wind. Palm Springs getting around 38-mile-per-hour wind gusts right now. And for tomorrow, more of the same, between 63 and 67 degrees. The big difference is tomorrow we should be seeing rain. Not as much as Monday, but more than today, where it didn't rain hardly at all. Overnight, around midnight, we should see rain start to pick up. As far as the temperature, again, cooler than normal, usually at 73 degrees. Today at a beautiful high of 66. Finally feeling like at least winter for us. This time of year, the high temperatures you saw, 70 degrees in Palm Desert, Palm Springs with a high of just 66, Cabazon with a high of just 54, and up in Big Bear, they're right at freezing, 32 degrees, and they're getting plenty of snow. Up to 30 inches of new snow will be at Big Bear this coming weekend, so go out there and enjoy it if you can. As far as the wind, look at Whitewater on Wednesday. They're expecting to get wind gusts of more than 40 miles an hour. Desert Hot Springs for the next 4 days, wind gusts between 20 and 29 miles an hour. High Desert as well. And north of the I-10, wind gusts of almost 40 miles an hour as well on Wednesday. Low temp and the 7-day Comfort Air forecast, we are expecting rain on Wednesday, but not so much on Thursday. And after that, Friday, Saturday, Sunday should just be gorgeous. High 60s to low 70s for most of the days, and then heating up on Sunday and Monday. We'll be seeing those 80s again, so enjoy these 60s and 70s while they last. I'm Pablo Alcina. Keep it here on NBC Palm Springs.
And now, NBC Palm Springs Sports with Caitlin Kelly, powered by Agua Caliente Casino.
Some bombshell news out of the AHL and Coachella Valley Firebirds organization today. Firebirds forward and Kraken prospect David Goyette has been suspended for 20 games after testing positive in a performance-enhancing substance test. Goyette, who has recorded 10 points in his 47 games with the Firebirds this season, won't be eligible to return until April 20th. The news of his suspension came from a statement sent out by Seattle Kraken's general manager Jason Botterill, stating, "Earlier today, we were informed that David Goyette tested positive for a performance-enhancing substance. We fully support the performance-enhancing substance program and hope this is a learning experience for David." 21-year-old Goyette is in his second season of professional hockey with no plays yet in the NHL. And today was day 2 of the collegiate golf tournament, the Prestige, over at the Greg Norman course at PGA West. After a chilly, rainy day 1 of the tournament, the Oregon State Beavers were leading the way at 9 under. Guess the Pacific Northwest team was used to playing in those wet conditions yesterday. yesterday. But today, it was all Stanford and Texas Tech. Stanford now has the lead, sitting at 5 under, while Texas Tech sits at 2 under, despite shooting 9 under on the day. I spoke with Stanford head coach Conrad Ray, and he spoke about what his team needs to do to win it all come tomorrow.
For us, it's just playing a clean round tomorrow. I think we played okay today, and we got under par, but I think we had a few errors that we can clean up. You know, a few 3-putts, a few missed opportunities off the tee. There are some birdie chances out there, so I think our guys are just focused on their own games and trying to make those putts when they need to.
Now, this tournament showcases the best of the best collegiate golfers, and with past participants like John Rahm, Victor Hovland, and Sam Burns, it's safe to say viewers are watching the next generation of professional golf superstars right here in our backyard. The tournament is free to the public, so you can head on out to watch the tournament wrap up tomorrow and see what the future of golf looks like. That'll do it for sports. I'm Caitlin Kelly.
More activities have been spotted at Big Bear Mountain for the 2026 Winter Olympics. Our Tim O'Brien has more from Big Bear Mountain Resort.
We're up here at Big Bear Mountain Resort, where not a cloud in the sky, perfect snowboarding and skiing conditions. And according to sources here, this is what it's like for about 300 days out of the year, just pure sunshine. Come on up here for the Winter Games. It's a no-brainer. Food specials, drink specials, concert series. There's going to be watch parties. You name it over the next 3 weeks. They're going to have it here at Big Bear Mountain Resort. A lot of history. Shaun White, Chloe Kim. I mean, you're talking gold medalists at their craft on the trails have hit this resort in the past. So come on out and enjoy that, and you can be a part of all the action. All right, Justin, thanks for taking some time here today. You're coming out to Big Bear. It's the Winter Games coming up. It's awesome. There's snow here. The weather's perfect. Why come out to Big Bear?
Well, you just listed all the reasons. But on top of that, like you mentioned, the Winter Games do kick off here pretty shortly, and we're excited about it. We're working with the town and some other destinations around the town for people to come up and enjoy the game. So we'll be hosting a lot of events and competitions for watch parties here at Bear Mountain. So if people want to come in after a couple of laps and come check out the snowboard events, the ski events, hopefully the gold medal game, hockey game with the U.S. is in it, we'll be doing stuff for all of those sort of things. And there's no admission. If people just want to come strictly for that, come on up. It's a great time, as you mentioned. Weather's perfect. You know, we're not expecting any sort of cloud cover or natural precipitation here for the next week to 10 days. So after that, it may start to turn over, but anytime people are coming up, they should always check the roads. But after that, get up here and have some fun.
You look at the facilities, it's beautiful here. No reason, as you mentioned, if you don't want to hit the mountain, you can come over to the bar, the restaurant, watch some of the Olympic Games. There's a preconceived notion there's no snow up here. Well, you can see behind us, this looks great. Just talk to us kind of the process that goes through that and what makes Big Bear so special.
Yeah, I mean, it's been well documented. This has been one of the driest winters across the western U.S. in terms of natural snowfall. Thankfully, we've got the best snowmakers probably in the entire industry. You know, we've been doing this for a really long time. They've got great teams at both Bear Mountain, Snow Summit, Snow Valley. They've been out there making snow, as much snow as they can, every opportunity. As you can see behind us, we've got great base steps, about 2 to 4 feet of base steps on all open trails. And we're going to push to get more open if and when we can. Just a matter of if Mother Nature wants to help us out with those natural conditions. Does look long-term that things might be turning over for us going maybe into the end of next week. So keep an eye out for that. Maybe come up and enjoy some snow, some new fresh snow. But other than that, we'll keep the thing going as long as we can.
If you've got the itch while you're watching the Winter Games this year on NBC, come right here to Big Bear. You can try your skiing and snowboarding. You do lessons, I'm sure, as well, correct?
Lessons, rentals. We've got tubing and snow play at Snow Valley and Snow Summit. And like I said, we've got a huge deck area here at Bear Mountain, a meadow area over at Snow Summit, brand new barbecue at Snow Valley. So again, if people just want to come and enjoy the atmosphere, plenty to do and see just outside if they don't want to physically get on the snow.
All right, thanks to Tim for that. Let's take a look tonight at the current Olympic medal standings. Right now, first place, Norway with a total of 31 medals. Second place, Italy with 24 medals. Third place, Team USA, total of 21 medals. That's 6 gold, 10 silver, and 5 bronze. Fourth place is Germany with a total of 20 medals. And fifth place goes to Japan with a total of 19 medals. And just a reminder, we have an Olympics page on our website so you can stay up to date. That's NBCPalmSprings.com/Olympics. You can find all our latest coverage of the Winter Games, the current Olympic medal count, event schedule, and all the latest news from NBC. We'll be right back.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
A trio of recent big screen movies available right now on home video. Rick Damigella has a preview.
In the world of magic, everything that disappears reappears. Whew! It is very good to be back.
The Four Horsemen are back, and they brought new friends in Now You See Me, Now You Don't. The third adventure in the Magic Heist series is out now on 4K UHD, Blu-ray, and DVD.
So this is your first hunt. And you've come to the most dangerous planet in the universe.
Elle Fanning pulls double duty as a pair of synthetic humanoids in Predator Badlands. Director Dan Trachtenberg's latest adventure in the Predator universe is out now on 4K UHD, Blu-ray, and DVD. Based on a true story, Song Sung Blue finds Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson as a pair of musicians in a Neil Diamond tribute band. Fans can sing Sweet Caroline with Hugh and Kate on Blu-ray. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Finally tonight, the Backstreet Boys announced today the extension of their Into the Millennium residency in Vegas. 6 new shows taking place this summer between July 16th and the 25th. The band started performing at the Sphere last summer, and they've sold out 35 shows. Good night.